Friends, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And once you are subscribed, please do not forget to hit the bell icon to get my next video updates almost instantly. Thank you. So welcome back, friends. Our today's webinar topic is Bollinger Bands. And this is one of these top 4 or top 5 important indicators that you must know. If you are a newbie, if you are a professional trader, if you are a veteran, whatever you be, you need to know about Bollinger Bands. So what are Bollinger Bands actually? I have already covered till the Bollinger %B indicator in my indicator series. If you did not saw any of the videos in my indicator series, I'll suggest you to go through the previous videos. So Bollinger Bands, as the name suggests, it is just a band surrounding the price. So Bollinger Bands is just a band surrounding the price, and we have previously covered ATR bands. So it is another kind of bands, but it is of utmost importance. So before I go deep into the webinar, let me give you a short intro of mine. I am Indrajit Mukherjee. I am a trader, blogger and trading system developer. So I am the founder of stockmaniacs.net. So you can visit my website at stockmaniacs.net. This is my YouTube channel, and you will get the link to my website in my channel itself. You can also subscribe to me in YouTube, because if you subscribe, you will get my next video updates instantly. And you can also join my trading team by opening a trading and demat account with me, with my partner brokers. To join me, simply WhatsApp me at +91 96743 21856. I'll repeat the WhatsApp number once again. It is +91 96743 21856. Here is the link to connect to me in WhatsApp directly. You can click here and you can connect to me in WhatsApp. This is the link to join me in Facebook. This is the link to connect to me in Twitter. So friends, let us continue to the webinar. As we told that Bollinger Bands is a band surrounding the price. So how Bollinger Band is calculated? So actually Bollinger Band has 3 components: an upper band, a middle band and a lower band. So how it is calculated? The middle band is simply a 20 period moving average. So it is very simple. Middle band is simple, a 20 period moving average. And how the upper band and the lower band is calculated? So by default, the standard deviation level is taken as 2. So the upper band is middle band plus 2 standard deviation, and the lower band is middle band minus 2 standard deviation. So this is how the bands are calculated. So there is a fact in this blog post. This blog post actually covers most of the strategies of Bollinger Bands. So I'll give you the link of the blog post in my video description. So you can go to the blog post from the video description itself. So before we continue, let me show you how to attach the Bollinger Bands on charts. Let me show you live. So this is Zerodha kite chart. So I believe that you are already having some charts in front of you. If you do not have, you can get Zerodha kite. If you want to get Zerodha kite, I'll leave the link to get Zerodha kite in the video description. So it will take 1 day or 2 days to open an account with Zerodha, and you can access the Bollinger Bands instantly after you open the account. So this is a Yes Bank 2 hours chart. So there is the studies section. In the studies section, you will get the Bollinger Bands. So this is the Bollinger Bands. So just click on Bollinger Bands and the default parameter window will open. So by default the field is closed. The period is 20 because the moving average is 20. The middle band, the moving average is 20. This middle band is simply a 20 period moving average. and the standard deviation is 2, and moving average type is simple. So that means this middle band is 20 period simple moving average, the upper band is middle band plus 2 standard deviation, and the lower band is middle band minus 2 standard deviation. So in this way the bands are formed. So these bands will actually cover the price. It will cover the price. So you can use the channel fill option. If you do not use the channel fill option, in that case the bands will not be filled. So you can also change the colors of the bands. Just like you can change the color of the top band, you can change the color of the median, that means the middle band, and you can change the color of the bottom band. So I am not changing any colors, I am keeping it default. So let us click on done. So this is, you can get the Bollinger Bands on the charts. So in the similar way, you can also get Bollinger Bands on other charts like Upstocks Pro or any other platform that you are having. I'll show how you can get Bollinger Bands on Upstocks Pro also. So let me first maximize the chart. So in Upstocks Pro, here are the indicators. So you can get Bollinger Bands from here. You can see the same kind of parameters are there. So you can change the colors, you can change the periods, you can change the standard deviation. Let me keep it just default. Click on apply and the Bollinger Bands will be applied to the chart. So we have seen how we can attach the Bollinger Bands indicator on the charts. So now the Bollinger Bands indicator formula. We have already discussed that upper Bollinger Bands is middle band plus 2 standard deviation and lower band is middle band minus 2 standard deviation. So the formula of the Bollinger Bands is given here. And now how to trade, how will you use the Bollinger Bands? Bollinger Bands is actually used as a support or resistance level. So Bollinger Bands use as support or resistance level. So price tend to bounce from the Bollinger Band. So whenever price will hit one Bollinger Band, it will tend to bounce from there. So it acts as a support and resistance. That is number one. And number two, you can also create bullish or bearish positions using the Bollinger Band. So the thumb rule is simple. You need to buy at the lower Bollinger Band, sell at the middle Bollinger Band or the upper Bollinger Band. So you can also book profit in means two parts. You can book some profits here and you can book rest profits here. And if you create a sell positions or a short sell position, you need to book some profits here and rest at the lower Bollinger Bands. So Bollinger Bands will actually give you the market cycle. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, and so on. So you can get an idea that whether the market is reaching an extreme or not, whether the market is overbought or whether the market is oversold. So in this way you can use the Bollinger Bands. So now here in this chart you can use the same theory. Buy at the lower Bollinger Band. So the buy position is created and sell at the upper Bollinger Band. Sell, buy, sell, buy, and so on. So you can understand that you can create short or long positions using the Bollinger Bands. So Bollinger Bands, you can see in the live example, sometimes you will see the Bollinger Bands are narrow and sometimes you will see the Bollinger Bands are widening. Suppose here the Bollinger Band is narrow, but here the Bollinger Band is widening. Here the Bollinger Band is extreme narrow, but here the Bollinger Bands are widening. So whenever the Bollinger Band becomes narrow, it is called Bollinger Band Squeeze. So Bollinger Band, whenever the Bollinger Band becomes narrow, it indicates that the volatility in the market is very low. And a prolonged period of narrow Bollinger Bands condition can trigger a breakout or breakdown in the market. So if you are seeing that Bollinger Bands are narrow for a long time, you can anticipate that something big can happen. So you cannot anticipate which way the market will move, but something is going to happen, you can understand, and whenever the move starts, you can enter with some trend following system. So that is how you can use the Bollinger Bands. So we have already discussed the formula, the basic facts of Bollinger Band. Now let us see a few thumb rules of trading with the Bollinger Bands. So sometimes Bollinger Bands actually becomes tightened, as we call it Bollinger Bands Squeeze, or sometimes Bollinger Bands widen. If prices move outside the bands, we can expect that the price will continue in that direction. But for that, we will suggest you look for at least 2 closes outside the band. At least 2 closes outside the band. If bottoms and tops are made outside of the bands, followed by bottoms and tops inside the band, price reversal is imminent. That means previously the bottom and top made outside the band, and now the next bottom or top made inside the band, you can expect that the price will reverse. And you can use these Bollinger Bands as project price target. So either the middle band can be the target, or the lower band can be the target, or the upper band can be the target as per your position. Whenever you are in the buy position, you can target the middle band or the upper band, and whenever you are in the sell position, you can target the middle band or the lower band. So we have already seen how to set up the charts. In this blog post, I have also discussed John Bollinger's 22 rules for using Bollinger Bands. So John Bollinger is the man who has invented this indicator. So he has described his 22 rules for using Bollinger Bands. So you can actually study what John Bollinger has told for using the Bollinger Bands. So there are the rules has been given. I am not discussing the rules over here. Now the Bollinger Bands trading strategy. So the first strategy, you can use multiple bands. So you can use multiple bands in creating a multiple band structure. You can create the first Bollinger Band 21.5, instead of 2 you can create 21.5, second Bollinger Band 22, third Bollinger Band 22.5. So you can give different colors to the Bollinger Bands. So fourth Bollinger Band you can create 23, fifth Bollinger Band you can create 23.5, and sixth Bollinger Band you can create 24. So you can create multiple Bollinger Bands, and I have written a ebook on these multiple Bollinger Band strategy. So this is the how the structure will look like, how the system will look like, and you can download the Bollinger Bands ebooks PDF from here. So you can come down to the blog post and you can download from here. This is the download link. You need to just share it in your Facebook. So that's all. So there is nothing much. If you share it, the download link will be opened automatically. So that's why I am not discussing this strategy over here. It is given on the PDF ebook. Now the second strategy, we have already seen one strategy that you can buy at the lower Bollinger Band and sell at the upper Bollinger Band. Buy at the lower Bollinger Band and sell at the upper Bollinger Band. But for taking a reverse position, you need to wait for a reversal candle. Suppose here price is touching the lower Bollinger Band, you are getting a reversal candle. You are getting a reversal candle and you can enter the trade. You can see that price has reached the upper Bollinger Band. But whenever price has reached the upper Bollinger Band, you are not getting any reversal candle. In fact, you are seeing that the Bollinger Band has pierced outside the band. So one close, two close. That means price will move in the same direction unless and until you are getting a reversal candle. So here you got a reversal candle, price has moved to the lower Bollinger Band. Once again you have got a reversal candle, price has moved to the upper Bollinger Band, and so on. So you can create long and short positions using the Bollinger Bands alone. I'll suggest you can also use some oscillators to mix and match between the Bollinger Bands. For this I'll suggest to use stochastics. So stochastics and Bollinger Bands, you can see how the stochastics and Bollinger Band combo actually describes the market cycle. Up, down, up, down, up, and so on. Here also down, up, and so on. So you can understand how you can using the stochastics and Bollinger Band. You can get always an idea where the market is going or where the market will go from the stochastics Bollinger Band combo. Now using the Bollinger Band Squeeze. So Bollinger Band Squeeze, already I have told that you can use the Bollinger Band Squeeze for an entry and exit. Suppose let us go to Grasim chart. Let us go to Grasim 5 minutes chart. So you can see price squeezes. This is a perfect squeeze. You are getting a squeeze, and after the squeeze you need to follow in which way that the market is breaking up or breaking down. Suppose here the market has broken down, so you can follow this trend. So you can see after a squeeze you have got a perfect entry on the short side. So if you get another squeeze, suppose here you have got a squeeze, so after the squeeze price has broken up, so you have got few candles on the upside, so you can make money from the squeeze. So first you need to look out for a squeeze and then a breakout or a breakdown. So the more long the squeeze is, the more chance that the price will move on the breakout or breakdown direction. Suppose here we got a squeeze, we are getting a up down kind of pattern, and finally we have got two closes outside the band. So these two closes, you can see that the price has actually rallied a lot. So you can make good amount of money from squeeze and the subsequent rally or the subsequent fall. So now if you are using AMI broker, I have given a formula, AMI broker formula to use the Bollinger Band Squeeze. So these AMI broker formula will actually point out where the Bollinger Band Squeeze is happening. So this is how actually Bollinger Band Squeeze happens. So this is a squeeze and then a breakdown. So this is how my AMI broker formula will look like. This formula will always try to find a squeeze. The yellow marks will be the squeeze. So you can identify the Bollinger Band Squeeze and you can actually trade the breakout or breakdown direction. Now there is a head fake. Another strategy is called head fake. Head fake is a counter trend strategy. So after the Bollinger Band Squeeze, sometimes a reversal bar happens. Suppose a breakout or a breakdown happens, and then after the breakout or breakdown bar you are not getting a continuation pattern. Rather you are getting a opposite color bar after a breakout or breakdown. So that is another opportunity to trade on the other direction. I will show you in the Zerodha Kite platform. Suppose this was a nice squeeze. After the squeeze, suddenly we got a breakout bar. So we got a breakout bar, and in the next bar we got a reversal bar. So that is a head fake. Squeeze, breakout bar, and then reversal bar, and you can see price has come down from there. So this is how you can use the squeeze and head fakes. So you can visit this blog post and you can get all the ideas on Bollinger Band trading. So I have also suggested a book on Bollinger Bands, and that is the Bible of Bollinger Bands, that is Bollinger on Bollinger Bands. That means what John Bollinger has said about the Bollinger Bands. So you will also get the Amazon link from here. So you can purchase the book and you can read about Bollinger Bands, and you can become a master on Bollinger Bands. So friends, I have completed the webinar on the Bollinger Bands. So if you liked the video, do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to hit the like button, and please also share it with your friends, because if you share, someone else can also be benefited from this strategy, from this indicator. So just once again, I'll tell you, if you wish, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you subscribe, you will get my next video updates instantly. You can WhatsApp me to join my team. To join me in WhatsApp, simply send me your name, phone number and email ID to +91 96743 21856. So friends, thanks a lot for watching this webinar till the end. I wish you loads of luck in the coming days. Bye bye.